definitely made the wrong choice in sending the games to Beijing. And the reason is because when we look back on these games, even when the athletes themselves look back on these games in a year, in 4 years, at the next cycle, in 10 years, we're not going to remember these games for Nils's 2 gold medals. If Gus wins another gold medal on Saturday, we're not going to remember another medal, sorry, on Saturday. We're not going to remember that performance either when we first think about these games. Instead, we're going to remember the things that Yachu and Jahar are talking about. We're going to remember the way that these games were used to bolster 2 different authoritarian governments. On the one hand, athletes were scared to speak out, especially after the threats from the organizing committee and the demonstration of the IOC's loyalty in their handling of the Peng Shuai case, right? The IOC in that case showed very clearly that they would be working with the Chinese Communist Party to silence an athlete who had spoken up to raise issues of abuse, as opposed to protecting the athlete. And so once we saw that, combined with the threats from the organizing committee, why would any athlete believe they would have been safe to speak up at these games?
What's very interesting in the past 2 weeks is that actually most people in China are not paying attention to the Olympics because their attention are all in one event, is in a remote village in Jiangsu province, because there was a case of a video that showed a woman who was chained around her neck in a shed, and she is a mother of 8 children, and people were suspected she was human trafficked into that village